Alright, so when Gambino come to another reaction video, new to channel, shit that sub button, smash that notification bell. So you know what y'all that. Alright, the criminal history of FBG and the war against FBG and OTF. Man, RIP to Duck. I know he died. I wonder if this video was before he died or after. Oh man. But RIP to homie.
FBG Duck
and all the following
lyrics that would make you think he was a cold killer. From dissing his ops to even dissing OTF/600's dead members made FBG Duck a well-hated figure in Chicago.
Broad daylight,
big target on his back from his ops. This is the criminal history of FBG Duck and the war against FBG and OTF.
Brick City, man. That's almost great. Bricks, man. Brick City. Shout out MOP. Crazy, shout out to
Rob Chicago police.
You know there's a nigga that farted in that
targeted.
group. You just
that
know
four
there's a nigga
men
that
in two
farted.
different vehicles came down Oak Street, stopped right here in the middle, and started firing.
Carlton D. Weekly, aka FBG Duck, was born on 1993 and raised on the south side of Chicago. He was first born in the Ida B. Wells apartments on 39th Street. These apartments were constructed in the 1940s.
I'm always gonna say this, like, being when I was 16, 17, and listening to other 16, 17-year-olds live this kind of life, or, you know what I mean, or I was younger, older, whatever the case be. If some of these guys I'm listening to, only for Duck, for all these guys, so they're all around the same age. It's just trippy to me, bro. Like, yo, how are you niggas living like this?
And demolished
at that age.
2002 to 2011, which forced FBG Duck and his family to move with their grandmother on his 6300 block.
It was RIP when 14-year-olds started shooting each other.
Having to live with over 17 people in a small Chicago home made it hard for FBG Duck early on. Plus, he says he was a bad kid and was a problem child for beating up anyone that got in his way, and got
Look at Doug.
gangs and street violence at an early age. Of only the age of 13, FBG Duck would find himself gangbanging and deep in a beef after his best friend Tuka got killed on the south side of Chicago at a bus stop at only the age of 15. Duck came up as a part of a rap crew named the Flyboy Gang, which is what the FBG stands for, and violence loomed heavy as he began his rap career in his mid-teens. Plus, after Tuka got killed, he would lose many more people down the line as a result of gun violence. OTF/600 was supposedly responsible for the murder of Tuka, and even though FBG Duck wasn't a get-back killer, which one of the get-back killers was supposedly 051 Melly, which
Maple Leaf uses only real, simple ingredients. It's only natural.
I have a video on my page about him. He was still the voice of STL/FBG and made plenty of diss tracks to get back at his ops, which his first song was even a diss track against EDA600 named Flyboy Gang presents Duck Wild Out.
Too.
He dropped this on May 3rd, 2011, but about 2 to 3 days later, Ide would come out with his own diss track named F the Other Side, dissing the whole FBG and 051.
Yeah, man. These niggas, man, song, man. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga talking about 05 what? You know what I'm talking about? The other nigga Lil Duck making a little song dissing me and shit. That ain't shit, man. You know I'm about to go in.
Two days later, FBG Duck and Billionaire Black would drop another diss track, rapping to the same beat Ide was just rapping to. But unfortunately, as tensions became higher, somebody from the 600 set would lose their life to gun violence. And this was Stephen McGee, aka Lil Steve. 6 p.m. September 19th, 2011. McGee was walking on Prairie Avenue when a man passing on a bicycle warned that guys with guns had gathered in a nearby alley, police said. Then, 1 or 2 people emerged from the alley and opened fire, hitting McGee in the head and upper body, police said. McGee was rushed to Stroger Hospital, where he was pronounced dead later that evening. McGee was an 8th grade student at the Ross Elementary School, according to Chicago Public Schools. A witness identified a 14-year-old boy as the trigger man, who fired several shots at McGee in the 600 block of South Prairie Avenue at about 5:50 p.m. Monday. Police believe the shooting was motivated by an internal gang conflict, and this really shows you how these guys was gangbanging while they were still kids. And years to come, FBG Duck would drop songs like Duck Freestyle, FBG Duck and Brick, BTE Killing Ish. But on September 14th, 2013, would drop his biggest single of that time, named Right Now. And that song really put FBG Duck on the map, with that song at over 13 million views of today. FBG Duck began to get shows and fans from all over. Another big hit for FBG Duck was on 2013, June 9th, named Do It Like Me, featuring Lil J, Lil Mr, and King Yellow. Lil J is in jail for murder. King Yellow is too. Plus, unfortunately, Lil Mr was murdered in 2019. Even though FBG Duck wasn't suspected to have any bodies, he was suspected as shooting but missing a lot of OTF 600 members. I suspect in interviews that's why he says he caused them a lot of hell. Plus, throughout these years, FBG Duck has lost many people, like his brother Brick, his cousin Raheem, his cousin...
Wait, time out. Don't tell me Duck was just out here saying that I'm just missing OTF members, but I'm giving them havoc. What? My niggas are dying. You better go hit the... Come on. You better go hit the range. Go drive out somewhere and practice on some cans. What do you mean you're just terrorizing them? And now you're gonna list all of his dead niggas? Nah. There's a little something iffy with that one. You can't just be saying that. That's kind of crazy.
He says he caused them a lot of hell. Plus, throughout these years, FBG Duck has lost many people, like his brother Brick, his cousin Raheem, his cousin Scrap, his cousin Kobe Mack, Tuka, K.I., TB, Poppy, Lil B, Melly, Lil Mr, Motor, and many, many more. His brother and his cousin was murdered on the same day, 2:50 p.m., July 17, 2007. I know the time to the time. Responded to a shooting on the 63rd block of South St. Lawrence Street and found one man in the front of a home with a gunshot wound to the head, and a second man in the back of a gangway with gunshot wounds to the back and arms. According to the Chicago police, Jermaine Robinson, aka FBG Brick, 26 years of age, was pronounced dead at the scene. Kobe Mack was also pronounced dead at the scene, and he was 31 years of age. These people was close to FBG Duck and in the FBG STL set, but after these murders, FBG Duck went even harder on the music tip and dropped his biggest single of all times in 2018 of January 24th, and this song was called Slide, not dissing anybody particular, but just talking about sliding. And this song of today has over 63 million views. But for this song, FBG Duck felt like he was blackballed and always used to say it in different interviews. But after this song was put out, he was signed to Sony. He says it was over $2 million he was signed for. And on October 12, 2018, FBG Duck would drop a mixtape named Big Clout, then dropping another mixtape on February 8th of 2019 named This How I'm Coming. He even made a song named Chicago Legends, giving all the Chicago legends respect, even some of his ops. FBG Duck was even arrested a couple times.
That's true, but then he went back and this and all of them. When shit got cold, he went back this and all of them. So.
Thank you very much. You
know how those goes. Sad, but...
In 2018, he was arrested for driving on a suspended license and having no valid registration. And on August 4th, 2018, he was arrested again for driving on a suspended license. Both of these times only kept FBG Duck in jail for a couple days. But on July 10th, 2020, FBG Duck will find himself dropping a song that many think is the reason he lost his life. And this song is called Deadbees. He dissed mostly all of the dead members from OTF 600 like OD, T-Roy, and J Money, and many more. And on August 4th, 2020, less than a month after he made that diss, FBG Duck would find himself getting gunned down in broad daylight in one of the best areas in Chicago.
That's the sad part.
Gold Coast. Moments before Duck got killed, he was in a Milano store and spent $250 for Givenchy socks and a shirt for his son when he saw some fans that wanted to take pics with him. So Duck asked the store lady if he could go in the back. When they denied his request, his mother says in an interview that he knew what was about to happen.
Fans come in there and want to take pictures with him. That's when he asked the lady in that store, can he go to the back? Because he seen it, he knew it. And that lady told my son, no, because they spotted him. But truth be told, they was gonna kill him in that store.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking for my son, why didn't he leave? Everybody's saying why he didn't leave from down there. I wouldn't leave from the most prestigious place if I know some killers is on me. If they gonna kill me, they gonna kill me right here.
Cause Duck spotted these guys ride past when he was in another store, but he continued to shop. But after he got out the last store, 2 cars pulled up. 4 people got out and let off.
Wait. So she didn't let him out. He went to other stores? Nah. I take that back. But if he done know, so he didn't have a cell phone to call his gang. He was like, yo, I see niggas around me. Nah. Something's iffy about that. I don't think she. No, this was the Bucks' mom. I mean, she's a lot more interested in the shit than I am. Trust me. But why he not call his gang? Why would he not? You know what I mean? Like, if he seen it, stay in the store as long as you can. Like, it's not like they booted him out the store. And he just said he was still shopping.
When he was in another store, but he continued to shop. But after he got out the last store, 2 cars.
Well, how you know it was his last store?
4 people got out and let off several rounds at FBG Duck, while the girl he was with let off some shots back. But it wasn't enough to save FBG Duck because it left him shot over 20 times. The 26-year-old woman and a 36-year-old man were taken to the nearby hospital for serious injuries. FBG Duck was pronounced dead August 5th, 2020. My condolences go out to his family, and hopefully his name live on. FBG Duck was known to have 4 kids. His relationship status was unknown, but that'll be about it for FBG Duck. Make sure you like or dislike.
A lot of people say that track's the reason what did it. But once you live that life, bro, you got your ops chasing the rest of your life, bro. I don't. Unless he was on the track with Durks, you know, real prestige OTF member. You know what I mean? I think the beef with is still pursuit. So I wouldn't blame the song, but say the song sparked it up and reunite that fire a lot quicker though. But RPB Duck, man. I remember growing up listening to these niggas, man. And as a kid, it was like kind of crazy as a 16, 17-year-old, you know, the way they're disrespecting. Now that we all grown, it's kind of like, is it even worth it, bro? Is it even worth it? But hey, from the comments on how you feel, like up the video, please. If you want to see me get shout out, go on my Instagram, follow, and make yourself be seen. Alright? Until next time. Deuces.
Like sunlight steak, right bitch, that's my fetish. Ayy, I don't speak a language, settle. Only speak the language of lettuce. Hey, patty cake, you gonna get some dick today. Drop dick on me like a witch, bitch, limp dick, put it on your daughter and she still call a nut. Patty cake, gotta know you bitch like Johnny Cake. ATL pull up in roller skates, or lights on like a library.